Welcome to Wisdom Bank, where timeless truths meet today's challenges. I remain your host, Prince Timothy, a voice in this generation. And today we shall be examining the caption, Count the Cost. Count the Cost. Now we shall be withdrawing from our Wisdom Bank account, Luke chapter 14 and verse 28. Luke chapter 14 and verse 28, which read thus: For which of you, intending to build a tower, seated not down first and counted the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it? Now, you might be thinking, a tower, I'm not building anything like that, but hold on. This is not just about construction, it's about life itself. It's about your dreams, your goals, and the plans you make or don't make to achieve them. Let's unpack this together and see how it can change the way you approach your future. Imagine you are about to start a big project, maybe launching a business, going back to school, or training for a marathon. You're excited, right? But then reality hits you halfway through and you realize you don't have the time, the money, or the energy to finish it. Frustrating it is. That's exactly what Jesus is talking about in Luke 14, verse 28. He's saying, hey, before you jump in, sit down and count the cost, because that is an evidence of faith or a demonstration of faith. In other words, plan ahead. Now, here is the first piece of wisdom I would like to leave with you. Planning is the bridge between dreams and reality. Planning is the bridge between dreams and reality. See, dreams are great. They give you vision, but without a plan, they are just wishes. Jesus isn't trying to crush your ambition, he's just giving you a blueprint for success. Let me tell you about a friend of mine, Bolo. He had this big dream of starting a coffee shop. He could already see it, the smell of cocoa and money pouring in, happy customers. But he didn't sit down to count the cost. He jumped in, rented a space, bought equipment, and 6 months he was out of money. 6 months later, he didn't plan for the slow months, the unexpected repairs, processing challenges. If only he had taken out time to map it out, the story could have been better. Now contrast that with Grace, another case study, who wanted to go back to school for a nursing degree while raising 2 kids. Big goals, big dreams, but she sat down, crunched the numbers, mapped out her schedule, and even planned for childcare for her children. It wasn't easy, but she finished that degree. Why? Because she counted the cost upfront. Now, take this with you. Preparation is the key to success. We can't overexercise that. Preparation is the key to success. Jesus is telling us to think ahead, anticipate challenges, and make sure we have what it takes to finish strong. Very quickly, how can you count the cost in your own life practically? Number one, define the goals clearly. Define your goals clearly. What exactly do you want to achieve? Be specific. Don't just say, I want to go to school. Say, what kind of school? What institution? What course study? Number two, list out the resources you need: time, money, skills, support, whatever is required. Put it down. Whatever that goal is, you will need a plan in order to keep it solid for manifestation. Number three, anticipate the obstacles. What is that thing that could go wrong? Maybe bad weather, busy schedule, weather conditions. Plan for those challenges on the way. Please be real. Planning takes time and it's not always fun. But here's the thing, and very important. The cost of not planning is far greater than the effort of preparation. The cost of not planning is far greater than the effort of preparation. How many times have you started something only to quit halfway through? That's not just disappointing, it can crush your confidence. But when you plan, you set yourself up to win. What happens if you don't count the cost? Let's check the flip side. Jesus hints at it at the next verse. When you go through it later, people mock the guy who starts something and don't finish. That is, you risk looking foolish, or worse, you might give up on your dreams altogether. And here's the thing, it's never too late to start planning. Even if you are halfway through, you can still pause and readjust. So, what's that tower you are building? What's that big dream? What is that project? Maybe starting a podcast, writing a book, working on your relationship, whatever it is. Don't just dive in. Sit down, grab a notebook, and begin to plan. Ask yourself, what will it take? Do I have the resources? What are the obstacles that may pop up? Also, break the goals down. Big goals can be overwhelming, but when you chop them into smaller goals, they become manageable. You want to write a book, start with one chapter. You want to run a marathon, begin with a mile. Small wins build momentum for greater achievement. I repeat, small wins build momentum for greater achievements. That's our time on Wisdom Bank today. I know you have been blessed, and I know you won't stop dreaming and won't stop working towards its reality. Please remember, planning is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Pick that goal, sit with it, count the cost, make the plan, anticipate challenges, and I know you will soon conquer in due time. Thanks for joining us again today. You can share your goals, your dreams, your testimonies with us on our social media platforms, and keep subscribing to our channels on YouTube. And I know your life can only get better. See you in our next episode. Remember, a perfect life is achievable with God. Blessings.